Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks? Think train.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Just moments away from first pitch here between the Peak Prospects of Des Moines and the Mustangs of St. Joseph. Des Moines on the season has a record of 11-17 coming into the day, and St. Joseph a record of 17-9. 1 through 9 for the Mustangs: Slabowski, McCollum, Lukart, Bruce, Rader, Paul, Harrington, Pegg, and Little. Andrew Clark will be the pitcher for the Peak Prospects in the bottom half of innings.
Shortstop number 3, Cole Slabowski.
So here is Cole Slabowski, the shortstop, wearing number 3 on his jersey. We are live at Simpson College, 25 minutes south of downtown Des Moines. St. Joe wearing the red tops, gray pants. Des Moines, gold tops, white pants. Will Johnson on the mound, fires a first pitch, breaking ball misses, 1-0.
3:58 p.m. with game time temperature 86 degrees.
86 degrees, light breeze, some clouds in the sky, and a partly sunny, partly cloudy day. Johnson fastball over the right side of the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike against the right-handed batter. So Will Johnson from Ellsworth Community College, right-handed pitcher on the mound. 1-1, swing and a bouncing ball past the pitcher. Collecting it, Thompson, the shortstop, fires to first in time. 1 away. So Will Johnson pitching to Liam Gilbert, first, second, and third. Diego Morales, Colin Evers, Alex Barrett. Stop is Bubba Thompson. Left to right in the outfield, Cade Gravengood, Carter Thomas, and Tanner Short. Here's Cole Slabowski, Trevor McCollum. Slabowski retired on the 6-3 ground out moments ago. Fastball clips the right side of the plate, called 0-1 against this right-handed batter, Trevor McCollum. McCollum, Washburn University, a sophomore, inside, 1-1. Breaking ball, got him with a slider, 1-2. Did not swing. Sophomore right-handed pitcher, native of Ankeny. Johnson stands at 6'5". Outside, 2-2, one away, bases empty, top of the first inning. We welcome those of you from St. Joseph watching today's live stream. Glad you are with us. Spencer Bone with you here on this gorgeous Sunday afternoon. 2-2, fastball outside, full count. Turf infield, natural grass outfield. This turf was installed just prior to the 2023 season. 3-2, Johnson, swing and a miss. 2 outs. Trevor McCollum is retired on a strikeout.
Braden Lukert.
Braden Lukert, the right fielder, to the plate. Tied at 0, 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the first inning between Des Moines and St. Joseph. Lukart from Johnson County Community College, a sophomore, outside 1-0. So Slabowski retired on a ground out. McCollum retired on a swinging strikeout. Here's the 1-0. Swing, popped up into the sky in play. This will go just into foul territory, and making the catch, the third baseman, Alex Barrett, retires the side.
For St. Joseph's in their half of the first inning, no runs, no hits,
3 up,
no
3
errors,
down
no runners left
in this
on base.
9-inning
Good for the
game.
prospects in their half of the second
And
inning.
we
They're
go
correct in
tied
first
at
inning,
0
Carter,
in the bottom of the
Thomas,
first.
Short, and Gilbert.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
0-0, bottom of the first, heading your way here on the Peak Prospects Network, live on Mixlr, live on YouTube. If you're looking for the YouTube stream, I'll go ahead and post it in the chat on Mixlr. And it should be posted. So welcome, however you may be watching or listening. On the mound for the Mustangs, Andrew Clark, number 29 on his jersey, sophomore by way of Northwest Missouri State University. That's in Maryville, Missouri. Fantastic Division II program and the MIAA. Carter Thomas from Wayne State College. That's in Wayne, Nebraska. To the plate, left-handed batter. Been one of the best batters this year for Des Moines. First pitch misses low and inside 1-0. Again, we're in just the upper 80s today. Had some rain passing through the past few days, so the weather a little bit better than it's been for a lot of these home games. 2-0 count off the missed pitch, low and away. Again, prospects, gold tops, white pants. Here's the 2-0. Just upstairs, 3-0 count here on Thomas. Red tops, gray pants for the Mustangs, who make their way from St. Joseph, about 2.5 hours away from Des Moines. Down in the zone, called 3-1. So there's your strike off the 3-0 count on Carter Thomas. He was a native of Mason City. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on the board. St. Joseph went 3 up, 3 down last time around. Des Moines gets a walk. So here's Tanner Short. His last game, which was 2 days ago, or one of his last games, prospects had that doubleheader. Game 1, he went 1 for 2, had a pair of walks and a pair of runs. First pitch is low, count is 1-0. just outside 2-0. Andrew Clark is pitching to Oscar Pegg. First, second, and third, Aaron Harrington, Michael Paul, and Jeremy Rader. Cole Slabowski is the shortstop, left to right. In the outfield, Easton Bruce, Trevor McCollum, and Braden Lukart. 2-0 count here. 6 balls, 1 strike so far pitched by Clark. And as I say that, the 2-0 is fouled off there by Tanner Short, the Des Moines native. Runner goes, but Short fouls a 2-1 away, now 2-2. That was Carter Thomas, who has a penchant for stealing. Did that well at Wayne State College, Division II school in Nebraska, but stealing bases, something he's done well for the Prospects this year in addition. Here's Tanner Short, 2-2, who's also a good base runner. Not somebody you want to get on base if you're St. Joe, 2-2. Swing, another foul ball, keeps the plate appearance alive here for Tanner Short, who just finished his freshman season at Ellsworth Community College. Same college that Will Johnson just played his spring at for Des Moines. That's the pitcher for the Peak Prospects. Swing and a miss. Chased a low pitch, and Tanner Short is retired.
Not batting for the Prospects, catcher number 16, Liam Gilbert.
Here's Liam Gilbert from East Central Community College. 1 out on the board. And on first, Carter Thomas off the leadoff walk. Right-handed batter. Native of Meridian, Mississippi. There goes Thomas. Pitch misses 1-0. Thomas slides. The throw is high and bounces off the second baseman Paul's glove. So that's going to be an error, and Thomas is safe at third. So Thomas steals second and advances to third on the air. It'll be an E2 off the bad throw. It was a bit high there. So runner 90 feet away, 1-0 count, 1 out. We are tied at 0 here in the bottom of the first. Gilbert at the plate, sees the pitch go low, 2-0. Gilbert's been a reliable batter, reliable when getting on base as well. Played for an East Central team that made it to the JUCO World Series. He swings, delivers a bouncing ball to the shortstop, Slabowski, who fires to first for the out. Carter Thomas goes home. Out number 2, 1-0 Prospects. So Carter Thomas, who stole second and then was the beneficiary of the bad throw from behind the dish, scores the run, bases empty, 1-0 Prospects, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Here's Alex Barrett from North Iowa Area Community College. Takes the first pitch down in the zone, called 0-1. Swing, ground ball to the second baseman directly, and Paul finds Harrington at first, a 4-3 ground out that will retire Barrett. No runners on base, but the Peak Prospects score off the stolen base, the E2, followed by the ground out that generated the RBI by Liam Gilbert, and they lead 1-0 after 1.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show him you love him. Keep him safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And we welcome you back to McBride Field, campus of Simpson College. About 4:10 p.m. the local time here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. We start out with a 1-0 count here on Easton Bruce. He swings and pops one up into the sky towards first base. And Diego Morales makes the catch, one away. Jeremy Rader, the third baseman, up to the plate. Des Moines leads 1-0. They are playing defense right now.
Third baseman number 31, Jeremy Rader.
Rader, 31 on his jersey from Johnson County Community College. Playing third base, breaking ball outside, 1-0, one away. Base is empty. And again, St. Joseph down 1-0. Clips the inside, 1-1. Upstairs on a fastball, 2-1. Low and away, 3-1. St. Joseph's 17-9 record. They've won the MINK League title the last 3 years. Johnson fires one down in the zone near the side, 3-2. So full count here against Rader. MINK League season was not held in 2020, so those titles 19, 21, and 22. Outside, ball 4, Rader to first on the walk. So runner on first, St. Joseph down 1-0. So that's the tying run aboard. Top of the second, here's Michael Paul, the second baseman, with his first plate appearance.
Second baseman number 4,
from
Michael
McKendree.
Paul.
Fastball down in the zone, 0-1. Again, Johnson, 6'5" up there on the mound. His turf mound here at Simpson College. 0-1 count, one away. Upstairs, 1-1. One runner on base. That's Rader on first. Swing, ground ball, foul down the third baseline. 1-2. Paul, the number 6 batter on the lineup. Number 7, Aaron Harrington, is next. 1-2, one away. Runner on first. Johnson kicks and fires high, 2-2. Full count. So second batter in a row to ring up a full count here. Raiders on first off his walk. Paul at the plate. Payoff pitch with a runner on first coming up here. St. Joe down 1-0, top of the second. Just missed the upstairs corner. And runners on first and second off a pair of St. Joe walks. So they've got their first 2 base runners up the game.
23, Aaron
Going
Harrington.
3 up, 3 down last time around. Here's the first baseman, Aaron Harrington, 23 on his jersey. Left-handed batter up to the plate. Harrington, sophomore by way of Western Illinois. Mustangs down 1-0. Tying run on second. Go-ahead run on first. Fastball high, 1-0.
And it was actually rumble. Because when she really, because we watched that John Isner tennis match, it was 3 days. It went like 70, 68 in the fifth set.
1-0. Swing. Fly ball high to the right, but foul. And the count is 1-1.
Same tennis match. Like it was ridiculous. And that's when she really got sucked in. Then we went back to the U.S. Open.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So now ahead of the count here, Johnson trying to record the second out against St. Joseph with runners on first and second. Those runners are Paul and Rader. Outside, 2-2. Again, Johnson from Ankeny. That's a northern suburb of the Des Moines area. If I'm not mistaken, now the largest suburb in the Des Moines area, surpassing West Des Moines. 2-2. 3-2. Tried for the high corner away from the batter. Payoff on the way. That one's high and the bases are loaded off of walks. Harrington to first, Paul to second, Rader to third, and assistant coach Joel Sampson will make a visit to the mound. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would like the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Thank you and enjoy the game.
So are we staying at the same place you stayed at, or a different resort, same city?
One out, runners on first, second, and third. Harrington, Paul, and Rader in that order. The number 8 batter, Oscar Pegg, the catcher, up to the plate here. Again, one out. St. Joseph down 1-0. We are in the top of the second inning. So here's Pegg's first plate appearance. Johnson kicks and fires outside, 1-0. Pegg from Lincoln Trail University, sophomore. 1-0 pitch. Pegg swings and fouls it back. So Johnson attacks the zone, and the strike makes it 1-1. That ball escapes from the catcher Gilbert there, 2-1, but not far enough to score a run. Johnny Coy, the head coach of the Mustangs, standing over there at first base. Wears a jersey with number 13. 2-1 the count, one away. Swing, fouled up and away. The count is now 2-2. Two and two count, one out. Swing and a miss. There's strikeout number 2 by Johnson. And now, even though the bases are loaded, advantage prospects here. Every base and home plate a force out, and a flyout cannot score a run. We go to the bottom of the order here. The DH, Jaden Little. Little from Highland Community College. That's in Kansas. Kyle Snyder for the Peak Prospects. One of their best pitchers this year is also from Highland Community College. 1-0 count. Swing, bouncing ball back. 1-1. Bases loaded. St. Joe down 1-0. Here comes Liam Gilbert up to the mound.
And like you get air bases like white men.
We continue the top of the second. St. Joe in a 1-0 deficit. 1-1 count, 2 outs, bases loaded. Swing, popped up. And in foul territory, the first baseman Morales makes the catch. Bases left loaded off of 3 walks. Will Johnson and company work their way out of a tough situation, and we go to the bottom of the second. Peak Prospects hold on to the 1-0 lead.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Glad you're with us. Bubba Thompson to the plate for Des Moines. So we get the 5, 6, and 7 for the Peak Prospects. Thompson, John Doty, and Colin Evers. As we welcome you back to live coverage of MINK League Baseball on the Peak Prospects Network, YouTube and Mixlr today. All our home games are live streamed on YouTube. Here's Thompson from Hortonville, Wisconsin. Bunts on the first pitch. It's slow, and he's fast. Picked up there, though, by the pitcher, Clark, and he throws it to first for the out.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 24, John Doty.
So Thompson retired on the 1-3. Here is John Doty from Nyack. That's North Iowa Area Community College. He's a native of Urbandale, western suburb of the Des Moines area. Prospects lead 1-0. Base is empty. 1 out. We are here in the top of the second. Breaking ball misses outside there from the pitcher, Andrew Clark. And the count is 1-0. 1-0. Swing. Lined away. Foul. 1-1. Doty 6'2". A lot of this roster is over 6 feet tall. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Prospects scored their lone run off a Liam Gilbert ground out to score Carter Thomas from third back in the first. Called low outside corner. Doty is retired. Second strikeout pitched on the day by Andrew Clark.
Second baseman, number 10.
Here's Colin Evers, the second baseman, also from Nyack. He's a native of Waukee. That is a western suburb of the Des Moines area. First pitch down in the zone called 0-1. So after walking his first batter, it seems like Andrew Clark has locked in. But as I say that, a swing and a liner right of the second base bag down for a 2-out base hit. Evers is on the board. So that'll bring up Cade Gravengood from Northeast Community College in Nebraska. Teammates with current Prospects pitcher Parker Stewart, who is not the starter today. Will Johnson is on the mound, but we have seen Stewart a lot. So Gravengood, 8 on his jersey, right-handed batter with a runner on first, and the Prospects leading 1-0. 2 outs, almost hit inside 1-0. And due up at the bottom of the order will be Diego Morales. He is warming up by the on-deck circle. Gravengood swings, bloops one up to the second baseman, Paul, and he makes the catch. So the single by Evers won't do anything. Big Prospects still lead 1-0, though. Bottom of the correction, top of the third is next.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Top of the third heading your way. Des Moines leads 1-0. Will Johnson back to the mound for the Peak Prospects. Only run scored in the bottom of the first. It was Liam Gilbert with the 6-3 ground out to score Carter Thomas from third.
Third inning for the Mustangs, shortstop number 3, Cole Slabowski.
Here's Cole Slabowski. Right-handed batter. Making his second plate appearance of the day. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out. He is the number 1 batter in the lineup. The windup and the pitch. Swing, ground ball. That goes to Thompson, the shortstop. Throws on the jump to Morales at first and records the out. Great throw there by Thompson. Trevor McCollum 0 for 1 with a strikeout to the plate.
Number 7, Trevor McCollum.
So 1 away, base is empty.
I don't know. But I just told myself his phone was low, and I said, I see that you were on I-70. I said, not knowing what that means. Yeah. I said, so
First pitch called 0-1.
until you get out there, you know, past Blue Springs and stuff, and you should know where you're at. Like, you don't need to turn again, so stay on that lane.
Here's the 0-1 swung on and lined away. Foul ball 0-2. 0-2 count. Swing, fly ball towards right field. And on the run, Tanner Short makes the catch. Didn't have to run too fast. 2 outs. So Prospects preserving the 1-0 lead up to this point. And Braden Lukart to the plate once again. Lukart is 0 for 1 with a foul out to end the top of the first. So top of the third, 2 outs, base is empty. Mustangs are batting. This is a left-handed batter up to the plate. Johnson fires, and he catches the high zone, 0-1. 0-1, outside, 1-1.
You don't know where your socks are, your cleats are, your whatever. I've been doing this since you were in kindergarten.
1-1, swung on and fouled away. One and two, pardon me, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout thrown by Will Johnson, and that will take us to the bottom of the third. Des Moines preserves the 1-0 lead.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Back to the mound for St. Joseph is Andrew Clark. Des Moines leads 1-0. They scored a run in the first off a ground out that scored a run. So Diego Morales will get his first plate appearance. We get 9-1-2, Morales, Thomas, and Tanner Short. Morales from San Bruno, California. Went to Cappuccino High School. Most recently played at Bryant and Stratton in Virginia. So Bay Area native at the plate. Swings and fouls the first pitch back. And the count is 0-1. Ball 1-1. Morales has a reputation for getting on base. Has hovered around that 500 mark for quite a while, it seems like, as far as on-base percentage goes. Down in the zone, called 1-2. Good pitch there by Clark. 1-2. Low and away, 2-2. No outs. We are just beginning the bottom of the third inning. Two pitch. Low, 3-2. Good eye. Payoff, ball 4. So we go back to the top of the order. Runner on first. Here's Carter Thomas, who has the lone run today for Des Moines. Second time that the Prospects have had a walk. Third time they've had a base runner. Diego Morales to first. Thomas with a walk, stolen base. He advanced on an error on the same stolen base to third, and he flies one towards left field, and it is caught there on the play by Easton Bruce. One away. Tanner Short 0 for 1 with a strikeout today, coming up to the plate. Prospects lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third, 1 out on the board. Morales on first off the walk. Swing and a foul ball back makes the count 0-1. Clips the outside, called 0-2, 1 away. Morales on first. Prospects lead 1-0. Boy, this cloud that's blocking the sun right now is such a blessing. Runner goes in short lines, one towards center field. That's down for a hit. Runners on first and second for the Peak Prospects. They get another base hit on. And here comes Liam Gilbert. Runners on first and second. Prospects lead 1-0. Right-handed batter. Liam Gilbert does have an RBI today, even though he's 0 for 1. Runners on first and second for Des Moines. Prospects looking to extend upon this 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. 1 out on the board. First pitch. Called 0-1 on a fastball. Oh, 1 low. That took a hop off the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walk here would load the bases. High, 2-1. Gilbert looks. 2-2. They'll say it clipped the low inside corner. 2-2. 1 away. Runners on first and second. Prospects up 1-0. Here's the pitch. Gilbert swings, rips one to right field. That's just foul. Oh, that was so close. Thought that was going to go. And that would have scored at least 1 run. Possibly more because Tanner Short is the runner behind, and he's fast. But instead, a 2-2 count, still 1 away. Prospects have out-hit St. Joseph 2-0. They lead 1-0, 1 out on the board, a 2-2 count. Here is Gilbert at the plate. Such a well-hit line drive to right field, but it was fouled by just a few feet. Swings, bouncing ball fouled down the third base line. Two and two count, one away. Folks, if you hear Bryce Dean talk at all, just ignore him. Short on first, that's Tanner Short. Morales on second. Low, full count. Chance here to load the bases and bring Alex Barrett to the plate. He's got a strong swing. A couple weeks ago, nearly completed the cycle here. Had 2 triples, a double, and a single, and a 17-8 win over Chillicothe. Full count, payoff pitch, one away coming up. Here it is. Swing, fouled up and away. So still a full count. We don't have Mike Bonner up here, so we haven't had nearly as many broken windshields, and might have a couple here and there. Mostly in the bottom of, or in the top half of innings. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with one away. Diego Morales advances to third. Tanner Short to second. Barrett to first. Barrett, left-handed batter. Bases loaded, one out. Prospects already lead 1-0. First pitch inside, 1-0. One-0 count. Again, bases loaded. Bottom of the third inning. The pitch. Barris swings and fouls it back for an 0-1 count. One and one count, one away. Here's the pitch. Barrett lets it go up and away. 2-1. Gilbert on first, Short on second, Morales on third. Gilbert walked moments ago. Prospects have had a hit and 2 walks in the inning. 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. So a ball here would give Des Moines its second run. 3-1. Ball 4, 1-0. 2-0 Prospects. That is a bases loaded walk. Morales scores on the play. Barrett to first.
Now batting for the Prospects.
So Bubba Thompson, 0 for 1 today to the plate. 1 out on the board. Des Moines leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. Defensively, Will Johnson with 3 strikeouts for the Peak Prospects. Defensively for St. Joseph, they've had an error today. No runs, no hits. Des Moines had 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. First pitch to Thompson called 0-1. Low, 1-1.
Go, Bubba, big hit now.
1-1. Swing, and it's ripped in right field. That's a base hit. Tanner Short will go home, and the Prospects lead 3-0.
Now batting for the Prospects, the designated hitter, John Doty.
So Bubba Thompson gets the RBI single. The bases remain loaded. Tanner Short scores there. 3-0 Des Moines. Barrett to second, Gilbert to third. 2 runs here in this inning. Bottom of the third continues. 1 out, ripped towards deep left field there by Doty. That's down for a hit. That could score 3. Here goes Gilbert and Barrett and Thompson. And the Peak Prospects lead 6-0.
baseman, Colin Evers.
Second baseman Colin Evers to the plate. And Doty with a 3 RBI double to put Des Moines up 6-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Who's that creeping through my window? Before you come outside, I got the info. Took it to the
And a visit to the mound. Doty, the 3 RBI double. Bottom of the third continues here after this mound visit. Prospects have lost 11 of their last 13. Majorly on the outside looking in for a playoff spot. But a win today could certainly help start a late season push. We're still in the second half of the year. First pitch low, and the count is 1-0. One away, runner on second, one out on the board. Prospects lead 6-0. Down in the zone called 1-1. The pitch, swing, pop up, foul. One and two, one away. Runner on second. Swing, rip towards right field. And it's caught there on the play by Braden Lukart. 2 away. So we go to the ninth batter of the inning. Doty does tag from second to third. On that fly out, Cade Gravengood to the plate with 2 outs on the board. He's 0 for 1. Prospects lead by a score of 6-0 here in the bottom of the third. Right-handed batter to the plate. First pitch, breaking ball misses away, 1-0. Runner on third once again, 2 outs. Prospects lead 6-0. Down in the zone called 1-1. Gravengood is from West Des Moines. Again, Northeast Community College in Nebraska. 6'1" freshman. 1-1. Swing, and he lines it right to the second baseman.
In the half of the third inning, they score.
And 6-0. Peak Prospects lead. We'll take a break.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Easton Bruce will lead off the top of the fourth. Prospects score 5 runs in the bottom of the third inning to take a 6-0 lead over the Mustangs. Will Johnson back to the mound. First pitch is ripped away foul wide of the right field line. Ball 1, the count is 1-1. Fouled back 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Prospects again 6-0. They have not beaten St. Joseph this season. 4th time these teams have played. Johnson fires. Bouncing ball to Evers. The second baseman finds Morales on a 4-3. 1 away.
Next up, third baseman number 31, Jeremy Rader.
Jeremy Rader, right-handed batter to the plate. Breaking ball, got him. Right side of the zone through his slider, 0-1. Low, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. St. Joseph in a 6-0 deficit here in the top of the 4th. 1-1, fastball just outside, 2-1. Swing, foul, ball away, 2-2. Here's a liner between the third baseman and the shortstop, and that is the first hit of the day by St. Joseph here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting to the
Runner
Mustangs,
on
second
first.
baseman number 4, Michael Paul.
Michael Paul to the plate. Paul is 0 for 0. He had a walk. St. Joe had the bases loaded in the top of the 2nd. With 1 out also, could not score a run. They're down 6-0. First run of the day. Potential run is on first. High fastball, 1-0 from Will Johnson. The runner on first is Rader. Easton Bruce grounded out to start this inning. Low, 2-0. Called, 2-1. Swing, foul ball back, 2-2. Looks like some clouds once again, trying to cover the sun. Just a beautiful day for baseball, and that's one of the reasons why. 2-2, count 1 away. Johnson looked to first there for a second, thought of throwing. You got Rader on first. St. Joe down 6-0 right now here in the top of the 4th. 2-2, count 1 away here on Paul. Already 3 strikeouts thrown by Johnson, and he gets another.
Now batting for the Mustangs, first baseman number 23, Aaron Harrington.
So Paul is retired. Striking out looking there. First looking strikeout thrown by Johnson, his 4th overall. Left-handed batter, runner on first. The score right now, St. Joe 0, Des Moines 6. Mustangs batting here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 1-0. Swing, fly ball, deep right field, back at the wall, short looking at it. And it's down for a base hit, taking a hop near the track and the wall. The throw from short will be cut off near second, and scoring will be Jeremy Rader. And it's a 6-1 game. St. Joe gets its first run of the day off the 2-out RBI double.
Number 25, Oscar Pegg.
Here's Oscar Pegg, the catcher, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. So St. Joe gets a much-needed run here in the top of the fourth. First pitch high on a fastball, 1-0. So that's Harrington with the double. He's now 1 for 1. He had a walk and was stranded on first back in the second. Fastball just outside, 2-0. Three-0 count, runner on second. 2 outs on the board. Will Johnson on the mound, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-1. Rip towards left field, but that is foul. And the count now 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up here. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's 2 strikeouts thrown in the inning. 1 run does score for St. Joseph. They had their first 2 hits of the day, but the Prospects maintain the lead 6-1 and will go back to work in the bottom of the fourth.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Here comes the bottom of the fourth. Des Moines leading 6-1, out hitting St. Joe 4-2 today. Des Moines scored 5 back in the bottom of the last inning. Here's Diego Morales, the first baseman, due up to the plate here for Des Moines. Morales swings and fouls the first pitch for an 0-1 count. Ball 1, it's 1-1. Low. Ball 2, 2-1. Folks apologize for the technical difficulties. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swing, bouncing ball to the third baseman, Raider. And he fires to first, one away. Carter Thomas coming up to the plate here for Des Moines. Prospects lead 6-1. Base is empty. So a 5-3 that retires Morales. Thomas is 0 for 1 with a walk, a run, and a flyout. Fastball high in the zone, maybe a breaking ball. Either way, 0-1 is the count. Swing, and that's a liner caught on the jump by the shortstop, Slabowski, 2 away.
Right fielder, Tanner Short.
Here's Tanner Short, 1 for 2 today with a strikeout in the first and a single and a run in the third. Prospects lead this one 6-1. St. Joe scored a run in the top of the fourth inning. We are in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch called 0-1. One and one. Bouncing ball foul, 1-2. Down the third base line. St. Joe has the first base dugout. Des Moines has the third base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Des Moines batting here, bottom of the fourth. Tanner Short at the plate. And on the mound, Andrew Clark. Swing and a miss. He got him. 3 up, 3 down. Big inning defensively for St. Joseph, which currently has a little bit of the momentum as we take you to a break. Here on the Peak Prospects Network, Des Moines leads 6-1. We are through 4.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Let's be honest. The National Symphony may not be in his future, but he wanted to try violin. So you said yes because you love him. And if you love him that much, love him enough to make sure he's buckled up and in the back seat. Find out more about keeping your kids safe in your vehicle at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Show them you love them. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Longnecker Financial Services, an independent investment management firm located in Des Moines offering comprehensive financial services. Joe has been serving individuals and families for over 20 years and would love the opportunity to earn your business. Call us today, 515-309-4431. Prospects lead 6-1. They're playing defense here. Breaking ball from Johnson misses 1-0. And batting here for the Mustangs in the top of the fifth, it's Little, Slabowski, and McCollum. So again, 6-1, Des Moines leads. Top of the fifth underway. Just outside 2-0. Softly hit bouncing ball to the shortstop, Thompson. He fires to Morales, 1 away.
Next up, the shortstop, number 3, Cole Slabowski.
Cole Slabowski, right-handed batter, coming up to the plate.
Right here in my lap the whole time.
Prospects up 6-1. Little with the 6-3 ground out moments ago. Will Johnson on the mound, kicks and fires. Swing, bouncing ball. Guess who? Shortstop Bubba Thompson across to first. Got him.
Center fielder Trevor McCollum.
Trevor McCollum, the center fielder. 2 outs on the board. 2 6-3 ground outs. St. Joseph down 6-1. First pitch, foul ball away, 0-1. And unlike Mike Bonner, whenever he's up here, he's in the bullpen today, but unlike whenever he's up here, I'm not keeping a tally of broken windshields. 0-1. Swing, fly ball, center field. Thomas underneath it makes the catch. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. In the top of the fifth, we will take a break. On the Big Prospects Network, Des Moines holds on to the 6-1 lead.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit managerbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Here's Liam Gilbert, the catcher, due up for Des Moines. Prospects lead bottom of the fifth, 6-1. Gilbert is 0 for 1 with an RBI ground out in the first. Had a walk in the third. Prospects scored 5 runs in the bottom of the third. Gilbert was one of those. Swings, pops it up into the sky. And this one heading towards foul territory beyond right field and just out of the reach of the Mustangs. So 1-1 count, no outs on the board. And again, Des Moines with a 5-run lead. The 3 games before this against St. Joe, they played on June 10th. Mustangs won 6-4. Des Moines had 5 errors in that game despite out hitting St. Joe 7-4. Second one was on the 24th. Mustangs won that one 11-2. And then more recently, I think just this past week, an 8-4 win here by St. Joseph. Ground ball heading to the shortstop spot. That's the third baseman, Rader, who fires to Harrington at first. 1 away. Here comes Alex Barrett. Walk and a run back in the third. And that was a bases-loaded walk as well to give Des Moines what was at the time its second run. He was followed by a bases-loaded single by Thompson for an RBI. And then the 3 RBI double by John Doty. Prospects last time around went 3 up, 3 down. Bases empty. High and away, the count is 1-0. Andrew Clark, 4 1/3 so far with 3 strikeouts, now 76 pitches on the day. Crosses the left side of the plate against this left-handed batter, 1-1. Barrett swings and fouls it up and away. 1-2. Barrett from North Iowa Area Community College. He's from Farmington, Minnesota, is committed now to Division II Winona State in the MIAA. That is a fantastic D2 conference. 1-2. That one hits him. He gets a free trip to first, and he reaches for the second time today. Here's Bubba Thompson, 1 for 2 with an RBI single in the third. Bottom of the fifth continues. 1 out on the board. Thompson, right-handed batter, surveys the plate, steps outside of the box, takes a couple of warm-up swings, and is now ready to go. Prospects lead by 5. Runner on first is Barrett. First pitch is low and rolls just behind Oscar Pegg, not far enough for Barrett to advance to second. Again, for those of you wanting to watch the YouTube stream, I do have the link in our chat. Scroll up and you will find it. 1-0 is low, 2-0. Slightly overcast day here. Sun is blocked by a wonderful cloud. We've been shaded from the sun for a lot of this game. Bouncing ball makes its way to the shortstop, Slabowski. He'll get the force out to Paul at second. The throw to Harrington not in time, so Barrett is taken out on a fielder's choice. Thompson will advance. 2 outs. Thompson the only runner. Here is John Doty, 1 for 2 with a 3 RBI double back in the third. Prospects lead 6-1. Bottom of the fifth continues here. Swing and a miss. Chased a pitch near the right side of the plate. Right-handed batter, 0-1. We got more broadcasts coming up tomorrow, 7 p.m. Carroll comes to town, and then we travel to Carroll on Tuesday, July 4th, 4 p.m. Outside, Thompson going. They will not throw. So Thompson is safe on second. Will be scored a stolen base, and Doty, who was retired in the second on a strikeout, doubled in the third plate appearance. Good eye there, 2-1, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position here for Des Moines. Biggest thing you don't want to do here if you're the Peak Prospects is get complacent. Sure, you had a lead of 6-0. That's now 6-1. But don't get complacent. Down below the zone, 3-1. Doty patient at the plate, the number 6 batter and the team's DH for today. Andrew Clark now at 86 pitches. Doty swings a foul tip down, and the count is full with 2 outs and a runner on second here for Des Moines. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Bryce Dean over here says he was trying to send that one to Norwalk. Runner goes outside, ball 4. Thompson dives and is safe. And no throw either. And Doty to first on a walk. Prospects have been patient at the plate today. And they've now had a total, if I can find the stats here. There they are. They've walked 5 times now. So runners at the corners. Prospects up 6-1. First pitch is outside, 1-0. This is Colin Evers. Had a single back in the second, was stranded there. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Runners at the corners as Thompson took third moments ago. Inside, 2-0. And that was a stolen base by Thompson. He's had 2 here in this inning. Bottom of the fifth, 2 outs. Prospects up 6-1. St. Joe does have an arm getting loose. Outside, 3-0. Chance here for Des Moines to load the bases. Inside, ball 4, and the base is now loaded. Doty to second. Thompson remains on third. Evers to first. Here's Cade Gravengood, who's 0 for 2 today. Great opportunity here for him to get his first hit. Prospects lead this one 6-1. They have the bases loaded. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. They have not scored since they added 5 in the third. First pitch at the elbows inside, 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. And now 2 balls away from adding a run here. Inside, nope, called 2-1. Gravengood swings, rips one to left. That is fair. And that is going to score Thompson and Doty, and Des Moines leads 8-1. Prospects add 2 more. A bases loaded, 2 out, RBI, double.
First baseman.
And Diego Morales to the plate. So Evers make that Gravengood gets on the board for the first time today. Evers goes to third. Thompson and Doty both scored. Swing, and that one is lined above the pitcher, but Paul was there to provide backup for a 4-3 ground out. Des Moines leads this one 8-1 over the reigning MINK League champions, and we go to the top of the 6th here at Simpson College.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks, think train.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
8-1, Des Moines leads. They added 2 more runs in the bottom of the 5th. We are now in the top of the 6th. Will Johnson's thrown 5 innings so far, and he fires a slider that misses outside. The count is 1-0. Prospects had 5 runs in the 3rd, 2 runs in the 5th. They had 1 in the 1st. Only run today for St. Joe. RBI double in the 4th on the play by Aaron Harrington to score Jeremy Rader. 2-0 count here on Braden Lukart. We're at 3-4-5 for the Mustangs. Swing popped up into the sky, and that's going just beyond the infield. Second baseman Evers thought about it, but instead it's Carter Thomas rocking the mullet to make the catch.
Next up,
One
left
out.
fielder number 21, Easton Bruce.
Base is empty. One 0 the count. Two 2-0. So you have Lukart, who was retired on the flyout. Called. No, it wasn't. Or was it? Yes, it was. Never mind. 2-1. I missed the signal from the umpire. That's on me. Swing, bouncing ball down the first base foul line. And correction, it's actually 3-1. Never mind. So we did not make a signal. One out on the board. Hitters count. Here it is. Here's a swing and a fly ball deep right of center field, but it's Carter Thomas who makes the catch.
Now batting for the Mustangs, third baseman number 31, Jeremy Rader.
Jeremy Rader to the plate. First pitch is low, 1-0. So base is empty. St. Joe down 8-1. We are in the top of the sixth. For those of you wondering about the run rule, it is 10 runs at 7 on either in the middle or at the end of the 7th inning, just depending on who's the home team who has the lead and all that. Low, 2-0. So that's Carter Thomas making the catch both times on these fly balls. The last one was in right of center field. What seemed like a well-hit ball, but swing and a miss, 2-1. Bryce Dean here in the press box says that 30% of the earth is covered by Carter Thomas. How many times have you seen a reference, Bryce, on social media to that about an outfielder? It's a strike. The count is 2-2. Swing. Yeah, it's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Thompson finds Morales. 3 away. And Des Moines preserves the 8-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the sixth. Again, Des Moines 8, St. Joe
1. Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to the mound, Andrew Clark for St. Joseph. 97 pitches in 5 innings, 7 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 6 walks so far. Prospects lead this one 8-1. They'll go up to bat. Bottom of the 6th heading your way. Here is Carter Thomas.
Center fielder, number 29, Carter Thomas.
Thomas today is 0 for 2. He did have a walk and a run back in the first. Low, ball 1-0. Now got to take a look at the scorecard here. Everybody for Des Moines has reached. Cade Gravengood became the last person to reach on his 2 RBI double in the previous inning. Low, 2-0. You have Thomas with a walk, Tanner Short with a single, Gilbert with a walk, Barrett with a walk and a hit by pitch, Thompson with a walk, Doty with a double and a walk. Here's a swing, a liner through the middle. That's down for a hit, and Thomas has his second base hit of the day. We continue the bottom of the 6th. Prospects leading 8-1. Tanner Short. 1 for 3, had a single and a run back in the 3rd. Again, every Peak prospect has reached at least once today. And the pitching has been phenomenal. Exactly what you want to see against this talented St. Joseph team, which has a record of 17-9, is battling with Clarinda for the 1 seed right now. Carroll's not horribly far behind, but they do have some ground to make up. Bouncing ball, third baseman Rader to Paul at second. The throw to Harrington takes a bounce away from Harrington, so that will take Thomas out and put Short on first for the first out. So fielder's choice to advance Tanner short. 1 out on the board. Prospects lead 8-1, bottom of the 6th inning. They are batting. Here's Gilbert, who walked and scored in the 3rd. He also has an RBI. And the first pitch called a ball, 1-0. Gilbert, that was a 6-3 ground out in the first to give Des Moines its first run. Carter Thomas scored on that play. Upstairs, running is short. The throw not quite in time, and Tanner Short, the speedy Tanner Short, with a stolen base. So Prospects lead 8-1, 2-0 count now here on Gilbert with 1 out on the board and a runner in scoring position already. Des Moines would have to score 3 runs here to put the run rule in play in the 7th, or in the top of the 7th, and then they'd have to force 3 outs against St. Joe. They could also walk it off in the bottom of the 7th if at any point in time they have a lead of 10 or more. And that is in effect in both the bottom of the 7th and the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 count here on Gilbert. Just inside, maybe a bit high too, but either way, Gilbert has reached for the 2nd time today, so that keeps him on first and Short on second. Pitching change heading your way. Andrew Clark's day is going to be done with 5 1/3 innings pitched and 105 pitches, but he gave up 7 earned runs, and Des Moines leads 8-1. We will take a break here on the Peak Prospects Network.
I spent a lot of time in the garage, but even more time in the rain and mud. In '95, I helped tow your moving trailer. And in '09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
If a baby is giggling in the back seat, they're probably happy. If a baby is crying in the back seat, they're probably hungry. But if a baby is sleeping in the back seat, will you remember they're even there? When you're distracted, stressed, or not usually the one who drives them, the chances of forgetting them in the back seat are much higher. It can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot fast and can be deadly. So get in the habit of checking the back seat when you leave. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the 6th continues. Runners on first and second for Des Moines. And due up here is going to be Alex Barrett off the pitching change. Riker Curry from Pitt State University is in. Sophomore, wearing number 36 on his jersey, right-handed pitcher. 105 pitches, but 7 earned runs and a handful of walks given up by Andrew Clark. To be specific, he gave up 7 walks and 6 hits. So here's Barrett. He's had a bases-loaded walk. He's been hit by a pitch. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Des Moines leads by a score of 8-1 over one of the best teams in the MINK League right now. Here's the pitch. Zips outside, 1-0. So again, your runners on first and second, Gilbert and then Tanner Short. Short advanced on a fielder's choice. Gilbert advanced on a walk. Inside 2-0. Barrett would be that potential 11th run that would make it a 10-run lead if Des Moines wants to try and enforce the run rule after the top of the next inning. 2-0. Called near the low inside corner. 2-1. For Des Moines, be big to preserve pitching here and get a run rule because 2 big games against Carroll coming up. Carroll's the 3rd place team in the division. Des Moines is all the way down at 5th. Has a long way to go if they want to surpass Chillicothe at the end. Carroll. Bouncing ball, Barrett directly to first. Harrington will step on the bag. Out number 2, runners will advance to second and third for Des Moines. That is Short to third, Gilbert to second. Here is Bubba Thompson. Thompson is 1 for 3. Ground out in the second, single and a run in the third. Fielder's choice, 2 stolen bases and a run in the 5th. Des Moines leads this one 8-1, bottom of the 6th. Started his career at Division I Southern. Hits a ground ball. Sliding is Rader, the third baseman, turns the throw to Harrington in time. We'll talk more about Thompson if we see him at the plate again, but in the meantime, we are through 6 here, and Des Moines leads by a score of 8-1. You're listening to and or watching live coverage of MINK League Baseball on the Big Prospects Network.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Well, here he is, folks. Declan O'Hare, who has been batting a lot for the Peak Prospects this year, has rested his arm enough now from a successful season at Central College to throw here for Des Moines for the first time this season. Declan O'Hare in 2023 ERA of 4.23, a 4-3 record, 10 appearances, all starts, 2 complete games, 55 1/3 innings pitched. He had 49 strikeouts, and batters averaged 285 against him. This was his 4th season with Central. He'll have one more because of the COVID year, which luckily enough for him was his freshman year, where he made 1 appearance in 2/3 of an inning back then. So since then has seen more and more work as time has gone on. Prospects lead this one 8-1. We go to the top of the 7th. The day is done for Will Johnson, and what a day it was. He threw 88 pitches in 6 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 run which was earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts in 23 batters faced. Pitching for Des Moines has overall been really strong the past 3 games, if you include this one. Kyle Snyder threw 6 innings the other day with 105 pitches. Colton Clarahan threw 5 1/3, put in a pretty good performance himself. So here we go. So new pitcher on the mound for Des Moines. It's Declan O'Hare, 6'4", COVID junior from Los Angeles, who has spent the last 4 seasons in Pella, Iowa at Central College, and said he's enjoyed his time in Iowa. Swing and a miss on the opening pitch. And it's at the plate for the Mustangs. They've got 6, 7, and 8, Paul, Harrington, and Pegg. So Paul off to an 0-1 start here at the plate. Swing. Foul ball rolling on a ground ball down the first base line. The count is 0-2. Oh and 2 count, no outs. One and 2. Upstairs, 2-2. Paul today, 0 for 1 with a walk in the second. He was stranded on second, strikeout on the 4th. Des Moines scored 5 runs in the 3rd to help make this an 8-1 game. They had 2 more in the 5th. Called, and welcome to the MINK League, Declan O'Hare. His first strikeout and his first batter faced.
Now batting first base, number 23, Aaron Harrington.
So 1 away, St. Joe down 8-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Michael Paul is retired on a strikeout, 6th strikeout by the Prospects' arms. Here's Harrington, who is 1 for 1, walk, and then an RBI double in the 2nd and 4th in that order. And starts out here with an 0-1 count from O'Hare. Just outside, 1-1. Swing, bouncing ball, second baseman Evers will fire to Morales. 2 up, 2 down. Oscar Pegg, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Oscar Pegg.
Coming up to the plate. Top of the 7th continues. St. Joe down 8-1. Base is empty. High and away, 1-0. Fastball up in the zone, called 1-1. Outside, 2-1. So strikeout and a ground out here in the first 2 plate appearances that O'Hare has faced as a pitcher for Des Moines. He's been hitting better and better as well. Went 3 for 5 in a win over Clarinda recently. Breaking ball outside, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to the chase, 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up here with 2 outs on the board. Swing, foul ball. Count stays full. Just missed the zone. Tried for the corner and missed. Pegg will walk.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 8, Jaden Little.
Jaden Little to the plate. Eight to 1 your score, top of the 7th. Des Moines does lead 8-1 playing defense. Jaden Little to the plate with Oscar Pegg on first off the walk. Swing, foul ball. Took a ricochet off of the catcher. This is a pinch hitter, actually, so it's not Jaden Little, so new DH. Said pinch hitter, wearing number 44, is Will Dryberg from Kansas Wesleyan. Seen him play the prospects before. Right-handed batter here against this right-handed pitcher, Declan O'Hare. Prospects lead 8-1. 0-1 count off the foul ball. Oh, 1. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Now check on the runner at first. Not in time. Foul ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he is retired. And that'll do it for the top of the 7th. Des Moines leads 8-1.
7th inning, no runs.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council. What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Bottom of the seventh, Des Moines leads 8-1. They could walk this one off. They would have to score. They'd have to score 3 runs here. They lead 8-1. Bottom of the seventh, heading your way. Game summary so far. There's a lot to summarize, so I'll try and make it quick. But Gilbert with the RBI ground out in the first. In the third, Barrett with the bases loaded walk. Thompson with the bases loaded RBI single. Doty with the bases loaded 3 RBI double. Harrington for St. Joseph with the double to right field to score a run. Des Moines, bottom of the fifth. Gravengood with the 2 RBI double. John Doty, right-handed batter to the plate. This will be his 4th plate appearance. Inside, 1-0. The pitcher, it is still Riker Curry, 2/3 of an inning so far. Gets the call across the right side of the plate. 1-1. That's now his 7th pitch. No runs, no strikeouts, no walks. No runners advancing on him. A couple of groundouts. 1-2 off the foul ball. Better stay away from my car. 1-2. Bryce was saying it's close to my car. Swing and a miss. Chased a breaking ball. Strike was dropped, so the throw from Peg to Harrington well in time, and Doty is retired. Here's Colin Evers, the second baseman, who is 1 for 2. Single in the first, fly out in the third, walk in the 5th. He was left on third. First pitch brings up ball 1. So partly sunny, partly cloudy day today, but still a good cover of clouds. It is started blocking the sun once again. It's kind of oscillated between being sunny and being cloudy. 2-0 count here on Evers. Prospects do have an arm in the bullpen if need be. Up in the zone. 2-1, 1 out, bases empty. Des Moines leading 8-1. Inside, 3-1. Nearly hit him. Three-one pitch. That one hit him. That wouldn't have mattered. Ball 4 either way. Evers to first. Prospects lead 8-1. Gravengood to the plate. Not sure if he actually was hit by that pitch, but again, like I said, doesn't matter because you get the walk and because it was inside ball 4. So Evers with the walk, Gravengood to the plate, gets a ground ball with an awkward high hop over the mound. And runners on first and second for Des Moines as Evers will advance and Gravengood to first. So the run rule again, 10 at the 7th inning. So potentially in effect here, Morales is your run rule runner. There's that sun again peeking between the clouds. Bryce and I both very unhappy. Could use the vitamin D, though, I will say. But I had it this morning. I lost in a couple of wiffle ball games against 10U softball players today, Bryce. 1-0 count. Just an indication of how much of an athlete I am not. You're such a nice human being, Bryce. Low, just low. 2-0. One out on the board, runners on first and second. Des Moines leads 8-1. Wallace has one home run this year. A swings foul ball, 2-1. Prospects have out-hit the Mustangs 7-2, and the only hits for St. Joseph were in the top of the fourth. Their only run was in the top of the fourth. Low, now a hitter's count chance here to load the bases. Prospects have loaded the bases multiple times today. Eight walks today for Des Moines, 7 hits. Clips the outside, now a full count. Can't blame Morales for not swinging on that one, but the strike will make it a full count. That's outside. Ball 4. Base is loaded. Here is Carter Thomas. Des Moines leads 8-1, one out on the board. Swing, ground ball. Oh, that goes to the pitcher. He throws to the catcher. The throw to first, not in time, but that prevents a run from scoring. So that was Peg throwing to Harrington. Riker Curry had the first throw. So just a ground ball that tried to go through the middle, but it went there on a hop to the pitcher. Evers is the one taken out. Here's Tanner Short. Thomas to first on the fielder's choice. Morales to second. Graven good to third. Prospects up 8-1. Trying for the run rule. First pitch is lined away. Foul, 0-1. Called 0-2. Bottom of the 7th. Prospects lead by 7. Breaking ball outside. That got behind the catcher, and here goes Colin Evers to score. Correction, Kate Graven good to score. Prospects lead by a score of 9-1 and a 1-2 count here. Thomas to second, Morales to third. Base hit here for Tanner Short could potentially score 2 runs and bring about the run rule. 1-2 count. Just outside. Deuce is wild. 9-1. Des Moines leads. Chases, swings, foul ball. Low to the side, 2-2. Again, Riker Curry is on the mound now. Should be 25 pitches. 27, pardon me. It's because I cannot do math. Swing and a miss. 7th is over. Des Moines adds a run, leads 9-1. The wild pitch scores Carter Thomas.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays. The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
New pitcher on the mound for Des Moines. It's Parker Stewart, reliable reliever for the Peak Prospects from Urbandale. Went to Urbandale High School, played under current Prospects general manager Eric Evans, who is still the head coach over at Urbandale High School. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Des Moines leads 9-1 over St. Joseph. Scored a run in the bottom of the 7th off of a wild pitch. Carter Thomas got the run. It'll be Slabowski, McCollum, and Lukart. 1, 2, and 3 due up here for the Mustangs. So here is Slabowski. St. Joseph down by 8. Stewart kicks and fires, gets the call 0-1. Stewart just finished his freshman season at Northeast Community College in Nebraska, teammates with Cade Gravengood, who is the left fielder in today's game. Swing and a miss, 0-2. For 3 today. Slabowski's had a trio of 6-3 groundouts. Swing ripped away, foul. So 0-2 still off 3 pitches here from Stewart. Takes a quick break, and Gilbert up to the mound to talk to him. Swing and a miss, got him.
Oh, man!
And Slabowski is retired.
Now batting center fielder number 7, Trevor McCollum.
So 1 away, base is empty. Prospects lead 9-1. Stewart kicks and fires. Just missed on a breaking ball, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Called over the right side of the plate, 2-1. Again, St. Joe has won all 3 times these teams have met. Two and two. Up and away, full count.
Well, yeah, that's why Stackman's like wouldn't fall too fast because I figured they might sit in there.
Payoff pitch. Ball 4, and going to first on the play, McCollum. So he had been 0 for 3 before then. He gets on base for the first time. This time in his fourth plate appearance. Here's Braden Lucard, who's 0 for 3. St. Joe is down 9-1 here in the top of the 8th. 1 out on the board. Up and away, 1-0. Here's a swing. One hot bouncing ball, and that is a 4-6-3 Evers to Thompson to Morales to retire the side on a double play. And the Prospects lead 9-1 after 7.5.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Moving now to from the designated hitter position, will now play left field, number 44, Will.
Easton Bruce is out of left field. Will Dryberg moves over from DH, where he had pinch hit last time around, to left field. That's for St. Joseph. Bottom of the 8th heading your way. 3, 4, and 5. Gilbert, Barrett, and Thompson do up for Des Moines. Again, Prospects leading 9-1. They could run rule with 2 runs here. See what Easton Bruce can do. He played out in left field for the whole game. Sophomore via Washburn University. Gilbert has an RBI and 2 walks. RBI was off a ground out. Making his way up to the plate. From East Central Community College, his teammate Houston Wedgeworth is one of Des Moines' relievers. He has not played today. Odds are we will not see Wedgeworth today, but Gilbert and Wedgeworth, both from East Central Community College. That is in Decatur, Mississippi. First pitch called 0-1. East Central, that is where Leighton Jenkins and Eli Collins from last year's roster played at, including this season. They're both moving on to post-JUCO careers now, since they both played a couple of years at the junior college level. Gilbert swings in lines one high, right field, but foul. So an 0-2 count here for the Prospects. Barrett is due up. Gilbert had the first RBI of the day for the Prospects. It was in the first. He swings, pops one up into the sky. This will stay in the infield. And it's caught there by Michael Paul. One away.
Third baseman Alex Barrett.
Prospects lead 9-1. Barrett, he's 0 for 2, but he has a walk with the bases loaded and a hit by pitch that was in the 3rd and 5th in that order. So his 5th plate appearance. That one is high, 1-0. Swing and a tip, 1-1. Clips the outside, 1-2. Two and two. Swing, rip, deep left field. Dryberg running for it, but that is just foul. So the count stays 2-2, one away, bases empty. Des Moines leading 9-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Prospects will play tomorrow hosting Carroll at 7 p.m. and then they go to Carroll on July 4th at 4 p.m. So you can celebrate your Independence Day with us. We'll have that on Mixler. Swing and a miss, and Barrett is retired. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th with Des Moines leading 9-1. Bubba Thompson is 1 for 4. He has advanced twice, once on a single and once on a fielder's choice. But only one of those go to his on base, but that single was an RBI. He's also scored 2 runs today. So 2 outs, bases empty. Started his career at Southern University in Baton Rouge Division I school in the SWAC as he swings and hits a ground ball to Rader and throws across to first. I'm going to actually finish the story of Bubba Thompson before we go to the break. Last couple of years, he's played at Clark. Great numbers there, NAIA school in Dubuque, Iowa. That'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 9th is next. St. Joe down by 8 when we come back.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Prospects lead 9-1. Top of the 9th coming up. Parker Stewart back to the mound for Des Moines, due up for the Mustangs in this half of the inning. Should be Bruce, Rader, and Paul. So it is Bruce who is now the pitcher. First pitch, inside 1-0. Swing, fly ball towards left field, and looking for it and making the catch is Carter Thomas, 1 away. Bottom of the 9th continues, 1 out. Des Moines leads 9-1. So 1 out. Lucart flies, make that Bruce flies out. 1-0. Two and 0. Swing, fly ball, left to center field. Thomas on the run, and he makes the catch. So 2 outs, base is empty. St. Joe down 9-1. Down to the final out. Swing, fly ball, high towards center field. Catch is made. Prospects win 9-1 against the St. Joseph Mustangs. Big win for Coach Willis and his crew. We will take a break and recap this one when we come back.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We are back, and we are looking at a pretty lopsided matchup, Jim.
That's right, Ron. I mean, in one corner, we've got a 175-pound guy, and in the other, a 6,000-ton heavyweight train.
Jim, this guy has no idea what he's getting himself into.
It's no contest. Every day, people tempt fate and die trespassing on railroad tracks. See tracks? Think train.
Nearly 1 in 2 U.S. adults have high blood pressure. That's why it's important to self-monitor your blood pressure in 4 easy-to-remember steps. It starts with a monitor. Be next to talk to your doctor about your blood pressure numbers. Get down with your blood pressure. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the American Heart Association, and the American Medical Association, in partnership with the Office of Minority Health and Health Resources and Services Administration.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Prospects win by a score of 9-1 over the team that has won the last 3 MINK League championships, the St. Joseph Mustangs. Big win for Des Moines here at home. And we're just about to have our first post-game interview. It's John Doty with us, who DH today, one for 3 with 3 ribbies, had a double and a walk today. I'll get my camera out here so we can film it and post it on YouTube as well. Glad you're listening and watching once again. I have that handed to you. Just flip on the switch. You'll be good to go. And then I'll get it plugged in here. As you can see, folks, I am pretty scattered at the moment, but we will have this set up here for you in just a second. All righty. So, John, you are now on the air. Welcome aboard. Great day today once again. 1 for 3. You had 3 runs batted in and a walk. What went well for you?
Yeah, well, most of it was just being on time for the fastball, selling out for it when the pitcher was struggling. Most of the time with these college at-bats, you got to sell out for one pitch and make sure you hit it. So that's pretty much what my plan of attack was, and obviously it worked. So
it's a big win today as well against St. Joseph.
Yeah, they're a good team. It feels good to get a win against a good team like that. Obviously, they have a pretty good history of being a solid team, so it feels really good.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
That's John Doty coming off the 9-1 win. He had one of the biggest defining moments of the game, a 3 RBI double for the Peak Prospects. And now joining us is Coach Willis. Once again, same thing for you. Just flip the switch when you are ready to talk. Coach Willis, you finally took down St. Joseph. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good to be able to beat St. Joe. Obviously, caught the end of John's interview there, and he hit it spot on. They're a really good team, and they obviously have a ton of tradition in this league. So we knew we were going to have a challenge today, but the guys showed up and handled their business.
Talk about the pitching as well. Will Johnson, 6 innings of work with 5 strikeouts.
Yeah, Will's been steady for us basically every time he's been on the mound. And we knew with our lineup of pitchers today, obviously he gave us 6 strong innings. Declan O'Hare, one of the best pitchers in the American Rivers Conference, is back throwing for us. And then Parker Stewart's been very consistent as well too. So we had honestly 3 of our top arms going back to back to back today. So we knew what we were getting out of them. They command the zone well. They threw strikes, kept people off balance, and obviously gave us a good chance to win.
Alrighty, Coach. Congratulations on the huge win today. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
An early night for the Peak Prospects, since this was a 4 p.m. start time. Prospects win 9-1 over the St. Joseph Mustangs. That'll about do it for the postgame show and for today's broadcast. I'm Spencer Bohm saying so long. Have a great rest of your night. For a full postgame recap, you can visit dmpeakprospects.com. And also, please, if you have not already, be sure to follow us on our social media channels. Folks, have a great rest of your night, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here, YouTube and Mixler against Carroll.